Okay, see Lindelof videos to talk about some AP Cal today, or maybe College Cal, depending on where you are. But we're going to talk about optimization problems. And remember, optimization problems are actually applications of derivatives. So the first thing we have to do, especially as we're sitting down for an exam that could have integrals on it and derivatives on it, amongst other things, is that we have to figure out what problem this is. Is this a derivative problem? Is this an integral problem, or something different? So I'm going to just read this, and as I read, I'm like, okay, a farmer has 160 feet of fencing to enclose two adjacent rectangular pig pens. Okay, they're asking us what are the dimensions of area that will we're going to maximize area. So okay, I can see in my head we have two formulas. We have a perimeter formula and an area formula, and our restriction here, right? We're constrained by 160 feet of perimeter. So let's move on and take a look at what this thing might look like. First thing I'm going to do is put the two formulas together, right? I'm going to get one in terms of the other one. I'm trying to maximize area, so I'm going to start with perimeter, and the perimeter is 160 is equal to 4x. Be careful, 4x. 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4x. And I think that's pretty simple. But here's where people really get turned around. I've seen this forever. Is that they're like, okay, I know we have two outside walls. And then people will either forget about the inside wall or they'll think that there are two of them, right? But these are pushed together. So we have three of those. So we have 3y. I'm just moving on in my brain. I'm like, okay, I'm trying to maximize area. So I need area in terms of perimeter. So I'm going to solve for x here. I'm going to solve for this x. And I'm going to get that x is equal to 40 minus, what is it, 3/4, right? It's 3/4 y. Right? I'm checking my math too. 3/4 y. Cool. Now, this is where people are going to mess this up, and I just want you to be careful. We have area here twice. We have a sub 1, the area of the first pen, and we have area a sub 2. So we have this area and this area. So when we do our area, we get our area is equal to 2. And this is I'm trying to show you this thing. So 2x times y. And if you're wondering, Lindelof, why did you write it this way? It's because of this. I solved perimeter in terms of x, and I'm going to drop that straight into here. Remember, it says here that x is 40 minus 3/4 y, so 40 minus 3/4 y. Now I have to be careful to keep in mind that we have, right? We have three factors here. We have three factors here. 2, x, and y. So I'm going to clean this up, and I'm going to say that area in this case, right, is equal to 80y, right? I'm doing this whole thing 80y minus 3 halves y squared. Look, somebody's going to mess this up, and then you take the derivative, you're like, what? Area is equal to, and you get this number back out, and you're like, that can't be true. So let's be careful. Remember, we're providing evidence as we write on these free responses. Your points are based on final answer and evidence. So if you want all of the points, you have to have all of your evidence. So I'm going to take this derivative here. So I'm going to take a prime at, remember though, our variable is y right now. So you have to show this, right? The derivative in terms of y is equal to. And that derivative, right? That derivative, once we clean this thing up, right? The derivative here is 80. The derivative here is 2 times 3 is 6. 6 over 2 is 3 minus 3y. We good? Being really, really careful and precise. These problems should take you about 5 minutes. But here's what sucks. What sucks is that you'll start grinding through this. You're in this mad hurry. In 4 minutes in, you'll be like, oh my gosh, what just happened? So be meticulous, be concise, be methodical. So here's our method. When we're doing an optimization problem, we are going to set the derivative to 0, right? That's where we find our max is there. So 0 is equal to 80 minus 3y. So far, so good? And finally, we get our area. Be careful as you do this math. You're going to get negative 80 on this side, and you're going to get y y is equal to 80 thirds. Y is equal to 80 thirds. So we want dimensions. So I'm going to start drawing my dimensions. And our dimensions are going to be something 80 thirds, right? Oops, it should be by, right? Because these are dimensions, not 80 comma 80 by. You know what? Let's really clean this up. I'm going to, seriously, I'm going to set this thing up for a dimension. I'm going to say, okay, dimensions are something by 80 thirds, right? Now we have to figure out what the x value is. So I'm just going to go back here, and I'm going to take this from up here, where x is. I'm going to take x is equal to 40 minus 3/4 times, this is, oh, let me be careful. I'm going to use my multiplication sign here as if I was taking the same, times 80 thirds, right? Times 80 thirds. If you clean all of this crap up, you get x is equal to 40 minus 20. X is equal to 20. So dimensions are 20 by 30. You can decide how you're going to do this. If you use this multiplication sign in here, it's okay. But if you're nervous, you can use the word by in here to make sure that your reader knows exactly what you mean. I'm going to actually do this same video using the ti-nspire CAS calculator. And if you're taking AP exams, that's the calculator you want. Also, I've probably done over 100, definitely over 100 AP Cal exam problems. So I hope this one's helpful. Hopefully you'll subscribe and look at the other videos I've done, because I think I have 1,600 or so videos right now. So thanks for watching. I appreciate it. If you haven't already subscribed, please do.